I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this.
You have heard so much about him, but in a few minutes you're going to hear from him.
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
May I rise?
All rise.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
Talk to me. Say something.
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
And if y'all don't like it, well then fuck you too.
Hey, what's up? What's happening? How y'all feeling? Tell me something good. To everybody, all and around the world, welcome to a channel where you can just actually vent and speak your mind so freely and expeditiously. And remember, it's not what you said, it's how you say it. So just sit back and relax and enjoy it, because this is going to be a stone groove. That's right. Y'all didn't pay no money, so there's no need for y'all acting funny. And don't you dare be sour. Welcome to the Den with your host, Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Because after they made him, they broke the mold. So here's the Den with Carlos Stargell.
The last.
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
Hey, what's up? What's happening? How y'all doing? Tell me something good, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, and to everybody all and around the world. Don't you dare be sour. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to tune in, check out, and watch the Den with me, your host, Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Because when they made me, they broke the mold. They sure did. I'm all right if y'all all right. How you doing, Teresa Baker? My faithful live chat homie from Decatur, West Greater. What it do? Tell me something good. Tell me something good, y'all. How's it going down there in Emerald Estates? Well, that's
wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What I'll go talk about. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, but I can't say them all in one day. But before I get started, I just want to give shout outs to all my peeps and my family all across the country, all around the world, Alaska, Hawaii, even Canada, and
Mexico.
Yeah. I mean, all everywhere. And everybody's birthday, who's today? December the 28th.
Happy birthday, y'all.
And I want to give a happy birthday shout out to my almost great nieces, Kalia and Jalea. I call them the graded twins. I mean, 'cause guess what? You got to watch both of them. You know they look alike, but they don't say. Then the messed up part about it,
They don't say nothing. They gonna get you one way or the other. They ain't gonna say nothing.
But them my babies though. Happy birthday, y'all. Yeah. But what I wanted to, okay, so like I said, so much I want to talk about now. Oh yeah, the other night about I meant to ask y'all about what did y'all think about the Kennedy honors. I mean, that's what I wanted to ask y'all about. Did some of you guys watch it? Or did any of you watch it? If you did, what did you think? How did you feel about it? I thought it was pretty unique. And, I never really sat down and just sat and watched the Kennedy honors, but for some reason, I actually kept my butt still on the couch and I watched the Kennedy Honor Awards. Oh, you didn't watch it. Bless your heart. But it was good, though. Yeah, it was pretty good. I like that tribute they. I like that first tribute they did. Man, the one to Dion Ward. Man, but the part I liked it when when I can't think of that girl name, that young girl name is, but then they called, they said having the spinners out there. I said, man, them ain't the spinners I know in my era. You know, most of them gone. And then Henry Fambro, he just recently retired. I don't know if GC Cameron came back with him or not, but most of them guys are replacements. But just to let it be known, Felipe gone, my man, Billy Henderson gone, my man Purvis gone, yeah, Purvis, and Bobby Smith, yeah, he gone too. But yeah, that's the spinners I remember when they had Bobby Smith. When they had, I remember vaguely when they had GC Cameron, but I remember when they made that one big hit with Motown. It's a shame. And Stevie Wonder wrote it. But Mr. GC Cameron told me out of his own mouth, and he let it be known that Stevie and Sarita wrote. I told him I already knew. But he's a great guy. He seemed like he was a real nice guy. But I'm just gonna let y'all know. But now I'm just gonna say this to GC Cameron. I don't care what nobody say. Can't nobody you on It's So Hard to say goodbye to yesterday. You did Boys to Men did a thing up. Your version is simpler. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. I'm still trying to get over this daggone cold, forgive me, y'all. But I know it now. But they tried to get me to go up there and sing with. I just couldn't do it.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
But I'm gonna say this though. But like I said, it's not like I haven't sung at any funerals. But it's one funeral. Like I said, I ain't trying to change the subject. I'm just getting this out of my chest. Now it was one, my cousin, in 2005, and I still don't know how I had the strength to sing. I don't know where I got. I must have had some strength to really do that because during that time I was hurt. But anyway, getting back to the Kennedy honors. Yeah, but like I said, the first tribute to me, like I said, the Dionne Ward. Now, to be honest with you, I liked it all the tributes, but I love the one they did for Dionne, because I'm gonna say this right here. One of her songs, "Don't Make Me Over." Somebody had told me one time that they didn't like the song. When we were young, and I told them, if you don't like it, hell, you ain't got to listen to it. Get out of my face. I don't care what you like or don't like. I like the song. Don't be trying to talk about the song. Listen to it, especially when she let them know, accept her for who she is. And and that, you know what? That's about right though. Don't make her over. Hey, look, vice versa. I say the same thing.
Talk to me. Say something.
Don't make me over. There's a lot of them trying, but guess what? They tried to make me over, but guess what? I let them know that they felt shit. I made them look stupid about making them fall under. Think about that. They thought they did what they did, and guess what? I flipped the script. I overpowered their asses. But they have to get physical to do that. If y'all know me, if y'all really, really know me and know how I am, then y'all know how I get now. Cause like I told y'all many times before, I can get down with the get down, And I have gotten down with the best. And like I tell them, I might not cut a rug, but I dance, but I ain't talking about cutting no rug. I'm talking about, I'm talking about putting your ass in check. That's the dance I'm talking about. That means you come at me wrong, and you might take a shot at getting your feelings hurt. And you don't want that to happen now, do you? Because what come up will come out, and it won't be nice. So that's why I let it be known. That's why I try to keep the patience. I mean, if it weren't for the love of God and patience, I'd probably be a walking time bomb. Y'all could see, y'all could hear me ticking, but just to say this right here, I learned also too, as I got older, not do my damnness not to let nobody take me out of my character. I mean, it happened before, but at the same time, those who know me and know my character and know how I am, I mean, like I said, I mean, when you do right and people vouch for you, when you do right will follow. People will vouch for you, especially if they know you and they know your heart. But the ones who always do wrong and the ones who vouch for the ones who do wrong, guess what? They don't even know how ignorant they are about co-signing bullshit.
Talk to me. Say something.
They just don't know. I mean, it's one thing. There's nothing wrong with being loyal, but it's a thin line between loyalty and bullshit.
Talk to me. Say something.
And y'all know I'm telling it like it is. I mean, now when I say, let me explain that it says a lot of people don't understand. That means a lot of people that loyal like that, they'll be either they afraid. I mean, and then they're afraid because I ain't gonna say loyalty. I'm just gonna say put it like this. There's a thin line between being loyal and a kiss ass. Let me rephrase that. I'm sorry, but I mean it's one thing to be loyal and true, but when you have to bow down and kiss them when they want to be kissed, and go along with it, and then go along just to get along, and don't and all you know what I mean. Excuse me, y'all. They quick to co-sign bullshit, and like I said, co-signing bullshit is not the way. Keep it real will take you farther than that, and it'll lead you through righteous paths. But guess what? But like I said, I'm at that point in my life now, and a lot of y'all should be too. Live and let live. Let the laws of karma prevail. I mean, what I'm saying, because if you try to do it, guess what? It'll always fail. For real. Because if you disobedient and don't listen, of course nothing's not gonna go right. But if the Lord say it, do it. I mean, we don't have to answer to nobody but the Lord. And that's what I always tell. And then speaking of the word of God, a friend of mine had just crossed my mind. I mean, he always crossed my mind. But, I mean, this dude right here, I mean, he was one of the nicest people I ever met. I mean, when you young, and guess what? And he's still the same. he still got the love of Jesus in his heart. And guess what? He been like that ever since I can remember. Ever since I met him in high school, he always been that same loving guy. That God, I'm gonna say that God fearing man. And guess what? The last time I talked to him, it was so much of a pleasure too, because that was our main subject, the Word of God, and we reminisced on some good sugar honey iced tea. We even reminisced on some old classic rock songs like groups like Jethro, for groups like Jethro Tull, Eric Burden and War, Nazareth, Led Zeppelin. Oh, don't get it twisted now. I love soul and I grew up on classic rock too. So I mean, in that era when we were kids. I mean, one thing about me, I even told him I wasn't into that. It was a lot of music I liked it, but as long as I could hear the bass and the singing, and at least I can really hear the words that knowing I can hear them sing. That's called great production. And on top of that too, it's nothing wrong. I mean, I ain't gonna say I don't like heavy metal, but I don't like today's heavy metal too. But I said, nah, that's the kind of music I just don't feel. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I do like that song Killing in the Name. But I do like that for some reason. That's a cool, honestly, now that was a cool ass song. I ain't into that heavy, but at least I can hear them singing. At least I can hear the bass. That's one thing about me. If I'm gonna listen to some music, if I'm gonna listen to some music or play some music, it's okay to have the drums, but at least have a funky ass bass line for real. At least have a groovy bass line. If your bass line ain't groovy, you done messed up. Cause that's the found. The drum, the beat is the foundation, but the bass is the muscle. Come on now, you gotta have that bass. It's one thing to have the foundation, but that bass is the muscle. You gotta have that muscle. Cause without that bass, music don't sound good. You gotta have that bass now. If you're not gonna play bass, if you're not gonna have no bass line in your song, at least have an acoustic or acapella, man. Come on. Now acoustic I can get with. Acapella, I definitely can vouch for. Because I'm gonna tell y'all just like this. If y'all can sing acapella, y'all can sing. Because acapella don't have no music. And I don't know what it was. But even when I was young, I fell in love with acapella. Because not singing without music it just bring the best out of you on the real for real. It really do. I tell people, they be talking about you sang in church. I remember years ago in Georgia. I think when I had rededicated back in the early 2000s. And a lot of people knew that I went to church. But over there in the neighborhood, so one of my neighbors said that they walked by the church one day. They said, yeah, this the right church. I hear that fool, big ass mouth up in there singing there. I'm glad I didn't hear her say that. Why not? I'm glad she was outside the church when she said that, because believe me, if I would have heard her directly, I probably would have nailed them to the cross. Not physical and not literally. What I mean by that, I would have put a butt in check. That's what I mean. But in a positive way, in a good way, not in a nasty way now. Because I know they were just being smart asses, and I can be one too. But said, guess what? Anything they think they can do, I can do it. I can do a whole lot better. And I can do it a whole lot greater than them. So before they think they can underestimate me or assume that they can, guess what?
Yeah, they'll be in for a rude awakening.
They'll be in a, excuse me, y'all. There wasn't no belch there. That wasn't me belching. So that was the voice. That was the voice box. But anyway, like I was saying, you just got put like this. We just got to get loose, y'all. I mean, we just got to hang loose. I mean, we just got to loosen up and have some fun. I mean, stop acting all uptight. Stop looking like we suck at vinegar like it. Now, I ain't gonna try to do that no more because I can't look mean. Now, if I try to look mean, I can't. But when I don't intend, that's when people think I look mean. But just to let y'all know, I am not mean. But I don't take no sugar honey iced tea out for nobody though. But I'm not mean. I just not gonna let nobody. I'm not gonna let nobody mess with me, and I don't bother them. They better not bother me because guess what? I have no problem. I have no problem putting your ass in check. Cause guess what? I mean, I'm not the one.
I'm not the one you want to play with nor underestimate.
But at the same time, I'm a man of peace. I really try.
But sometimes you got to go there.
Yep, that is true though. But just to let y'all know, I'm just having a good time talking sugar honey iced tea. Cause that's what I do. And guess what?
And if y'all don't like it, well then fuck you too.
Well, anyway, y'all, my time is just about up. But I will be back later on. And I want to thank all the viewers, first time, recurring, new, and unique viewers. And I want to thank my fiance, Veronica Smith, for her participation on the live chat. And I want to thank my recurring soul sister, Yvette Teresa Baker. Yeah, for her support as well. You good. But anyway, y'all, like I said, and I will, if God's willing, I will be back later. I'm not going to tell y'all what time, but when I do, y'all gonna be in shock. I mean, now y'all ain't gonna be shocked because y'all know I'm gonna keep y'all notified on for real. But until later on, y'all. God bless you. I love you. Y'all be good. Y'all take care of yourselves and each other. And I really appreciate those who took the time to check out, tune in, and watch the Den. Right on. And I want to thank all the viewers and I want to thank all the ones who participated on the live chat. And thank y'all so much for taking the time to view, watch, and check out the Den with me, your host, Carlos Stargell.
Dumbass.
Cause when they made me, they broke the mold. So until later on, y'all, peace. 2 fingers. I'm out of here like last year. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to the Den. Later when you're straighter.